Jesus commands in Mark 16:15, "Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation." We each have a choice to make in our lives, to choose to be a worldly Christian or a world-class Christian. In today's devotional from A Purpose-Driven Life, Rick Warren walks through how we can shift our perspective to think like a world-class Christian. First, we shift from self-centered thinking to other-centered thinking. Instead of focusing our thoughts on ourselves, we look to others' interests instead. This is difficult because we are naturally self-absorbed, and almost everything in our world today tells us to focus on ourselves. The only way we could truly shift our worldview is step-by-step dependence on God. Fortunately, God has given us His Holy Spirit to guide and teach us through His Word. Second, we shift from local thinking to global thinking. God is a global God. Acts 17:26-27 says, "From one man He made all the nations, that they should inhabit the whole earth, and He marked out their appointed times in history and the boundaries of their lands." God did this so that they would seek Him and perhaps find Him, though He is not far from any one of us. One way we can shift our minds to a global perspective is through our prayer. Praying for other countries and missionaries in those countries makes you a partner in the global mission. Third, we focus on eternity. Keeping an eternal perspective will keep us from being distracted by minor issues and help us distinguish between what is true and what is false. 2 Corinthians 4:18 says, "So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." Storing up wealth can be a big distraction from our mission. This is why Jesus said, "But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal." When our treasure is with God, it is eternally safe. Fourth, we shift from making excuses that prevent us from fulfilling our mission, whether it was Sarah claiming she was too old to be used by God or Jeremiah claiming that he was too young. God rejected their excuses. He said to Jeremiah, "Do not say I'm too young. You must go to everyone I send you to and say whatever I command you. Do not be afraid of them, for I'm with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord." The call has already been placed out there, and we are all called to fulfill the mission in our lives. Remember, the Great Commission is your commission. Think about Psalm 67:2. "Send us around the world with the news of your saving power and your eternal plan for all mankind." In what ways can you shift your focus to God's global mission?